The Real and Sister Browns fan tuning in here for another episode. This is sadly the last game of the season. Um, a playoff game for us. This is win or go home. This could be it for the whole year or my watching journey, or it could be a continuous thing. It's all in our hands right now. We playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a team that we are too familiar with taking L's from, honestly, and we've been trying to change that. We kind of changed that last year, but just haven't been consistent in doing it. With our first matchup being this year, and us getting handled by them. Obviously, this is probably argue. I mean, probably not even arguably, definitively the most important game of the season right now. Now, a lot of things has happened, transpired, where we at in this time of 2020 where people are getting sick and it's causing people to not be able to play the game for the fears of contamination or contagiousness, which can be debated if that's true or not. But nonetheless, it's here. It's 2020, and that's what it's like right now. So can't make that as an excuse because that's what everybody else is dealing with. It goes with the territory. Um, you know, I don't know what is the rules and the protocols in regards to somebody getting tested for being sick or not. Obviously, we know familiar with our own governor here in Ohio how those tests can flip flop. But like I said, I don't know. The NFL got to do what they got to do. It's the rules or whatever. It's their league. If that's how they want to play it, that's how they going to play it. And that's how we got to play it. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, ain't no sense of sitting here crying, trying to punch, uh, a fairy tale enemy or anything like that, because you just be punching nothing. You know what I mean? You just be swinging at nothing. So it's just like, you know, that's just what we got to deal with, man. Unfortunately, that's what we got to deal with. And sorry to those that disagree or whatever like that, but if you upset right now, I guess you need to go ahead and turn it off. Cause, I mean, I'm not about to sit up here. I mean, the title is real, you know what I'm saying, and uncensored. But I know my limits. I know the guidelines. I know I went to school for business and not for medical. But I know I talk a lot of shit about school. But one thing I will say about school is school did give me a habit in learning how to be a student outside of being a student at a particular university, just being a student at life, knowing how to study habits, and all that other stuff. So um, I guess that's the great thing of going to school, kids, is just an older, people, middle age, older age, anybody. If anybody want to go to school, you go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need something to get you on those habits, go to school. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So obviously, I was tippy toeing around and everything. Well, I just went off in a tangent. I don't think I was really tippy toeing. I'll just say I just went in a tangent, and that's just what we got to deal with, man. We got to win this game regardless. Do I feel like we could win this game for real? My whole thing is that I can't see myself going against my team because I say every year, even though the games we lost, it's like I always say I can see us losing this game. And it's like, I don't want to say that I can see us losing this game. I just really don't want to lose this game. I think more so than anything. I think, like I said, this is definitively the most important game of the season. Like, I'm not about to get dumb emotional Carl Thomas on them, you know what I mean? As far as if we lose or something like that. I'm not about to sit up here and boo-hoo, you know what I mean, like that. I'm going to be fucking pissed, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll probably be heated for, like, the next few days until and I don't know, I'll just be upset. But obviously life goes on, you know. Shout outs to Tupac. Look, I'm on my little, you know, I'm on my little Baker Mayfield pop culture thing. Um, but yeah, uh, it's just, you know, it's it's a big game, man, and it's hard for me to be like, okay, we don't got it. Like my whole thing is that I'm more so worried about them bringing people off of what they claim that ain't gonna play and then them playing the game or whatever like that. Now, if they like at home chilling, blah blah, like Ben Roethlisberger is at the crib, he is not in the stadium, blah blah. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But you also gotta realize they do got a lot of young talent that still gotta prove themselves, that still is hungry to and they still in the system of the Steelers, a system that is based upon everybody knowing what their job is and them learning from the very beginning because they got people that been there, same structure, same people for decades, where it's like all they got to do is anybody that's new is just train them real quick, pass along the information, keep the machine well oiled, and just go from there. And I mean that's why they almost had an undefeated season because of just this whole you know uh pandemic or whatever like that. I don't know what to call it, but it stopped everything as far as like for everybody else, but for the Steelers and for like the Ravens and like other teams that had, like I said, continuity, it did affect teams that's like ourselves, where it's like we starting over, starting fresh, and I know that's not nobody else's fault. That's not like, oh well, you gonna get mad at us, or you think that, we only good because we stayed together. Like, nah, I get, I'm not trying to place blame or anything. I'm just saying the situation, like just keeping it a buck, keeping the situation a buck. Even though we did really good this season, you know what I'm saying, but it's just like I said, we still figuring things out, and especially the quarterback position, which is like the biggest position of all time. It's like you got to know so many things, and as far as the linebacker position, also, it's like new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator, new players in the system, guys that's supposed to fill in, and just they're trying to build in a better culture. It's hard. It's really hard to say, okay, we should be there with the upper echelon or be beating the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens all the time. So to that, I do feel like, dang, this is like a game that could just like be a heartbreaker. But I refuse to go into this game thinking that. I honestly say that we're gonna win, but I'm trying to not over set myself up to a disappointment. I think that's more so what I'm more afraid of. Like I would like to just put all the eggs in the basket and everything like that, but if they get smashed, like I'm gonna be so salty, man. I'm not kidding. So it's just like I'm trying. For everybody else. Like, do I believe that we gonna win this game? Absolutely. But I'm trying not to get my emotions too involved. Like I said, I'm not trying to be on no Carl Thomas at all. Like I'm trying to be realistic about everything. And realistically speaking, I definitely believe that this team, even though what we're going through, and even though what the Steelers are setting up, that we can win this team, or we could win this game, excuse me, and just make it there. But what is it gonna take? It gotta take what got us here, 11-5, man. Like we was a disciplined team. Everybody held their assignments. We was well structured, and we ran the ball well, and we did the play actions well. But we need everybody to stay in their lane, man. Like And we need Baker to sometimes run for a little bit, run and get those extra yards, bro. If nobody's there, if you really don't think you can get it there, it's just best not to fucking try to throw it. Like take 2 to 3 yards, man. Take it. You know what I'm saying? If you can get it, take that slide, get them 2 3 yards, just two, really. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it may maybe three, but we cannot keep taking missed plays, missed opportunities, missed yards. We got to take every yard matters this game, and we got to take it. Defense too. Every yard matter. They can't get yards. If anything, they need to be losing yards. They need to be throwing interceptions. They need to be everything needs to be on blast. Like they not running anything in First Energy Stadium. Period. But leave it up to them. These guys, they already know what it is, what the season means to them. I mean, they're the ones that actually put the work in there. I'm just the motherfucker that's watching, getting angry and yelling at the TV or getting hype at the TV or jumping up and down and doing the robot. I'm just that guy. But these dudes, I really want it for them. I want it for us, but it definitely for the organization for sure because it's like this is overdue, bruh. Like it's past due. Like it's like pay what you pay what you owe. Like NFL owe us this, man. How I just the bullshit they did with Art Modell and how they try to run him out the game with him not being really rich like everybody else in the league. And I mean that's his own fault. He sold our team, to Baltimore on his own will, his own dumbness and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I think they was really trying to play hardball on like they didn't want Art Modell to have ownership of a team is what I heard before, and I've heard some documentaries and stories about that. Like I wasn't there, so I can't tell you, you know, overall what it really is. You know what I mean? Where I can be like, oh, well, I lived it, and this is what I seen, and this is how I feel like the times was, and just be able to get that energy. So it's like, but like I said, there's two sides to the story, so it's really kind of hard, like I said, for me to really, because when you living in the times, at least like you got firsthand knowledge a little bit. This is secondhand knowledge, so it's like I gotta kind of do my best to have discernment as far as like what makes sense, what would I feel like in a situation like that, and this that what I mean, that type of thing. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I ain't really mean to get all super deep and all crazy on this video or whatever like that. Um, I'm just, it's just like I said, it sucks the fact that we going through this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all fucking times, like it had to be right now. And it's like I guarantee the Browns is doing everything by the book. It's like everybody got a fucking mask on, so it's like, you know what I mean? How the fuck is this shit going on? I mean, and the only explanation is that, like, in the winter months, and people get sick. Like, that's just what it is. I don't think it's life-threatening, but you know what I'm saying? And plus, these are athletes. These dudes are on, like, nutrition plans and everything like that. They should be the most healthiest motherfuckers ever, for real, unless they ate some McDonald's over excuse me, eat some fast food over the weekend, you know what I'm saying, and they got sick. But other than that, it's just like, damn. It's just like, what the fuck, especially to me, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this shit is a slap in the face to me, but it ain't always about me. I know I'm self-absorbed at times, so I let that go, I let that be, I let that drip, you know what I'm saying, drift, excuse me, and go his other way. But yeah, man. I mean, overall, y'all, I appreciate everything. If we don't make it, I had a hell of a season. Obviously, I'll be back to do my post game and everything like that. But you know, um, this year, man, it's like, I gotta take a break a little bit. I might do a little bit of post here and there for the draft and stuff. But it's like I'm starting to trust Andrew Berry. As long as he get an Ohio State guy, he at least gotta get one now. You know what I mean? You already done tainted it with me a little bit, but you got to get one Ohio State guy and probably a defensive tackle, I would say, just because I like to bolster the line. I feel like just As long as we got a stout ass line, I mean, we probably gonna need some corners too. I heard that corner on Ohio State supposed to be nice, but he probably gonna get picked up in the first round. But you know, I guess I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Get an Ohio State guy though. Don't let the Steelers get one. They always get one. They always know. It's like Steelers know what's up. That's one thing I'll say about the Steelers. They know what's up. Mike Tomlin knows what's up. Baltimore Ravens be knowing what's up too. They never fucking shy away from Ohio State. Browns, we always shying away from Ohio State. I don't know why. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I can't even say it. I can understand that, like, all right, some Ohio guys that been in Ohio all their life, it's like, for once, I want some good weather. And that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely one of those guys. I'm not there at this point, but, Um, but I do think about it all the time because it's fucking, it get cold. These winters in Northeast Ohio, Midwest are fucking brutal. Like, if you never ever, if you somewhere on other country or whatever like that watching this video, man, if you ain't never been to Ohio, been to Cleveland, or been to anywhere as far as like Chicago or Detroit, everything, like that's why Detroit got a dome. But anyway, Ohio, man, these winters are brutal. The fucking air will shatter your face if you don't have no moisture or anything like that. You need to put some lotion, then some Vaseline on. Make sure, especially if you're gonna be walking outside. Oh hell no! When I was in school, college, whatever like that, walking around on campus and shit like that, in Toledo, man, that fucking wind used to go around them buildings and blow the shit off your face, bro. Like, like you get outside, like the air just all of it is out of your body, and you want to scream, just be like, fuck, like just crazy cold. It's crazy cold out here, and it's supposed to be crazy cold. It's supposed to be raining and snowing this game, so man, but that's I mean, I like it as far as playing like a game, like sports and football and shit like that. That's different. But just walking it, living it, just to be like, oh, I ain't doing shit. Cause then you know what I mean. You walking and playing in the game, your body warming up, this that. But if I'm just like walking outside, like, oh, I gotta go to work or I gotta go to the store or whatever like that, it's like shit. You better get in that car, boy. What you talking? So. But the realest is a Browns fan. I'm gonna say that. Oh shit, my bad. We got this little thing going on. Realest is a Browns fan signing out. Peace.